Well, all right, we got a real sticky scorcher of a Sunday today. I got a little bit of free time, so I'm gonna try to round up 5 minutes for every project that I've got going on to make some progress. Doubt very seriously we'll get done with any of them, but such is life. So I'm gonna try to move one of my cameras, I guess, and we got to work on some brakes on the 56, try to get it squared away, wrap up that 6-month project, and probably going to end up not have everything we need to do that with. We didn't get shoes for the front. I'm sure it's probably going to end up need shoes, but we'll know when we get in there, I guess. But I'm going to wait on the big cheese to get here before I try to do any of that, because it won't be done right. And that way, if he's standing there and something gets messed up, he told me what to do. I was just here working, man. But anyway, so that's what we got going on today. This is gonna be my ride over to my camera, if it'll crank. And I don't think it's moved since I've been up here. I think he cranked it one time. He said it fired right up and didn't have any issues. But I bet he'd really be pissed if I put a straight pipe on it before he got back. Yeah, he would. So anyway, I'm gonna work on that, I guess. I'll try to get some footage here, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, if you want to follow along, hang out. Yeah. I'll go ahead. I didn't really complete the video about this tractor where we had the start issue or no start after it got hot and you cut it off and it wouldn't crank back up. Basically, all I ended up doing, there was a relay and a circuit breaker behind this shield right here. The big relay, it went bad. We ended up put one on there, and you can't really see it, but it's right back in there. And right there. But I mean, all the wiring on here is just in awful shape. And I found another circuit breaker that was coming to all to pieces that could have been part of some of our battery drain. But anyway, I hadn't been able to run it long enough to get it hot and then cut it off and crank it back up again, since we kind of halfway charged the batteries back up on it. So today, I guess, will be that test. But I mean, it's just a scary story in there, honestly. But anyway, I'm gonna see if that's gonna work. So we'll get it cranked up the first time, and then I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say the next thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna get on the back side of this place and use this blade one time, and one of these bad boys right here is gonna blow, and I ain't gonna be able to move it. What do you do? I like to live life dangerously, I guess. I gotta get crap done. I ain't got time to wait on hoses. So if it blows, we'll figure it out. It's gonna happen. You watch it. It's my luck. Here we go, boys. me a stick to check the diesel fuel. Be right back. here's just a little detour from today's festivities. Somewhat of a story time. If anybody's a deer hunter out there, you ever have anybody that, you know, rents like a 200 or 500 acre or however many acre farm, and then they put every damn stand right on the line and then cut crap so they can see on your side of the line? Yeah, it really wouldn't bother me that bad, but I'll tell you what pisses me off is these people do this, and then you come in the fall and go to cut beans or something, and you're on, you know, a couple 100 yards in on your side of the line, and you find the blood pool where that sucker walked out and dropped. Just kind of aggravates me a little bit, you know. I mean, you got all that ground to hunt on your lease, and you got to hunt the other side too. Just really pisses me off. But anyway, the best part is people come in here and do all that to cut where they can see. Of course, this has grown up real nice since it has, but I mean, it was a clear shot straight to that box line right there with the people previously that had this lease. But anyway, then they come up and start posting posted signs on your side like you're gonna do something wrong. I can kind of get by with, all right, you're gonna hunt your side of the line, whatever. You want to see maybe before they get to you so you can be ready. But then you come up and hang signs like I'm the bad guy. Anyway, this sign right here, that is on our property. So then they come back after I painted my purple lines everywhere. Then they put one on their side of the line. So, I mean, I guess it's a petty thing, but it just aggravates the hell out of me. I don't know if it bothers anybody else. I'm sure it'll stir up all kinds of people that say, well, it's not that bad, it's just hunting, it's just a deer or whatever. Here's the problem I have with it, besides that, I guess. Here's another problem. You've got people putting stuff right on the line, and the guy that leases our place hunts right on the other side of that stuff on another little 30-acre patch right there. So then you got bullets flying everywhere, which I guess you'd have that regardless, but you're kind of screwing with that guy and his kids hunting too. And then you have a conversation with them and say, you know, we're over here hunting. I want you to be aware of where my stand is. It's, you know, it's on the interior of the property and you can't see where it is. And the guy says, well, I don't really hunt that much there anyway. I'm not gonna move the stand. And it's not this one I'm talking about. I've got another one I'll show you that's even better. But anyway, yeah, that was my rant. Pause that rant, we'll be back. All right, so here's where my biggest issue was with all this. Here's our, it's two fence rows, which could be confusing to anybody, but I don't know that I've ever seen a fence row that follows the whole side of a farm all the way to a corner. If you look on a map, it is a perfect square of a farm. Nowhere on that plot map does it jump over 30 feet to another fence that includes our field. So this here, back before, I guess before my granddaddy had this, his brother had it fenced in for cows, which this part here was his brother's farm, part of a pasture. And of course he used to graze all this. And there was another landowner that owned this at the time, I think. And then of course another guy owned this big block right here. But this little spot right here was always an easement before granddaddy bought this farm. But anyway, these guys came in here. Of course that sign wasn't there at the time. I know they saw this deadgum fence right here. No, they did, because I had it marked off after the last people were here, had tape on it and everything. Big oak trees are generally a pretty good indicator that that's a field line or a property line. So I came in and dropped myself a sign and some purple paint on here. See, there's one of my old tags right there where I had, because you can't see it anymore. But they came in and hung a buddy stand right in that neighborhood right there. I don't think you can see it, but it's just right in there, facing our property. They've got about 40 yards between us and the line, or between them and the line when they're hunting, and they're hunting straight towards where the guy that leases our place has got a box stand. Of course, it's a lot of crap to have to go through, but I mean, you know, what if the worst happens? You know, but, and then, of course, I'll go up here and show you. And then they had, we're also in a CWD county. You can't feed the deer anymore. You can't put any kind of mineral licks out or anything. Well, these people come in, and it's been that way for like 3 years. There's billboards that you should see. And anyway, ignorance is no excuse. But they came in, they had a camera set up, and they had a corn block sitting right on the line. So something happens, and you know, you start spreading CWD because of your ignorance. Well, that's going to affect my herd too, or you know, the whole herd that we hunt together. And it's just not very sportsmanlike. But anyway, of course, everything's pretty well fixed or grown up right now. You can't see a whole lot, but they came over here on our side of the line and cut their little trees where they'd have a clear shot at this field road going through here. And there's your shooting lane right there. So sand is right there, clear path for a shot right here. And it's not, I don't think it's gonna, yeah, it's right there, right there. But anyway, I mean, it's just aggravating. Can't have anything. But anyway, then they came through and put all their little posted signs up right next to all the purple paint and posted signs I put up just to, for whatever reason, I guess I didn't have anything better to do, but I guess it made him feel better. But I should have had my line marked a lot better than I did, but people just don't think. They just get plumb stupid over damn deer. And deal with it. You deal with it everywhere. It's not just here. It's not just me, I know. And a lot of people don't understand. I guess they just don't get why property lines are so important. But I mean, you work for something, you kind of want it to be respected. You're going to respect their place. You don't go on them, and then, you know, other people just do whatever they want to. So, but I need to get me another fence pulled back here. There was a good fence going through here. Like I said, I had trouble with the last people that leased this place over 20 years. They came through with a bulldozer and pushed out my fence and came down this road right here. And they don't care about property lines. I shoot something. They've always hunted on every corner of a fence row. Mess around, get snake bitten down here. And you know, they're the ones that shot the deer on us, you know. So and they're like that on every place they lease. But anyway, that'll complete my rant, I guess, till I find something else to bitch about. Just is what it is. I really don't know that I feel any better getting it off my chest, but hey, I got it off my chest. So if I have a massive heart attack tomorrow, it'll be one less thing that caused it. Who knows? I think we're about to have pump problems. Got a little bit of a load. Oh boy. I forgot to hit the daggum button. Had some good ramming action in there too. anyway, that about does it for today's escapades, I guess. Didn't get to do nearly as much as I wanted to, but we threw a few other things in there that we got accomplished I wasn't able to film. But anyway, it's baby steps, I guess. Hopefully getting all this crap back like it needs to be and being able to stay on top of it. But anyway, I'm about to head back to Middle Tennessee, so if you like what you see, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.